Listen. Listen, Linda, listen. So I'm sitting here and I'm fucking around, right? I have some notes for something that I went to Dunkin' Donuts this morning. Wrote some things down while I was out. Then I'm sitting here listening to a reading that really resonates, getting myself prepared, so I could get a reading done. So they take these cards out to shuffle them, and this falls out. So it says, I'm 7 and reason. Now, I wish I was recording when this happened, because I swear people just want to prove me to be a liar. But the stuff that I wrote down, I was out this morning at the 7-Eleven. I was out and I went to the 7-Eleven. And I got another bacon sandwich, no drink. But my receipt is number 3412. And that is, you know what? That's not even important right now. This part is the important part. While I'm sitting in the parking lot and I'm eating my sandwich, I see a couple of license plates and I start to work them out like I did with the other one. So the one license plate has PDF, like it literally has PDF. So I'm like, PDF, wow, all right, a PDF file, what is that about? So I'm thinking documents and shit, but then I'm thinking about Drake and Kendrick, and I was like, oh shit. So I'm thinking to myself, like, all right, this is about, a PDF. So I'm thinking what else I've seen that morning that I was out, because I'm stationary at this moment. And I'm looking around and I was like, I saw a lot of old men, like a lot of older men. And in the laundromat. So I'm thinking that is significant. So I wrote down older men, and they were short. So either these are short older men, or these are older men that have like a Napoleon complex. But they could be 6 feet tall, but they feel small. So they act big, or they act bigger than they need to. Or literally somebody who's short, which is the prime definition of Napoleon. Somebody who's short, who feels, or maybe just insecure. Short, insecure, I don't know the proper definition. But I know this is someone who feels like they need to flex. Oh, shit. Okay. Me and the husband were in the car this morning, and I saw a license plate, and it said ELX. So I was like, oh, if there was an F there, it would be flex. You can make the word flex. So I look over, and the F is in the front, and then there are 2 numbers that I can't really remember. I think it was 68, but I'm not sure. But I was driving, so I wasn't trying to, calculate all of that. But I was like, look, babe, I thought it could say flex. And then I look, and there's the F. And he was like, oh, yeah. So somebody's trying to flex something. And in terms of these older men. And these are specifically older men. Because the energy I got, like there's a number 48. And then it broke down to 48 and 23 for some reason. Oh, because of the W. So 48 and 23, and I thought of like a large age gap between this older man and these younger girls. But when I'm doing these so that we can get a reading, it says I'm 7 in reason. And I speak to people who are no longer here. I see people who are no longer here. So this sounds like this is somebody talking to me. I'm 7 in the reason. Does it have to do with a PDO? And then, so the car that had that PDF on it was like right in front of me. And then there was another car that had No, I'm sorry. The car that had PDF was parked right in front of me, like right next to me. But just so te look, I'm here. There's like divider here. So I'm parked here, and this car is parked on the other side here. And the car that I'm about to tell you about is parked in front of me, in this space up front. So that car has HCV. And I'm like, HCV? What is that? Like, that's something. So I look it up, and that's Hep C. I'm like, Hep C. PDF and HCV spelled perfectly. So I'm like, oh shit. So somebody has Hep C. So I'm breaking down the numbers, and then I have to go back into the laundromat to get my clothes. Not folding. We don't fold every time. We threw those in the bag, or me, because it was only a me. Threw those in the bag and made my way back to the car. So when I got back to the car that was first parked in front of me, that was sitting here in a spot, maybe it had moved, I don't know, because there's a Dunkin' Donuts there. So I'm thinking maybe it moved so that it could come back. When he came back, it parked in a different space. With any regard, it parked right in front of me. So it blocked my view of the car that had the Hep C. So that made me think that there's someone who is a PDFer who has Hep C, and that person is trying to block or hide that information. That person, and a PDFer is not someone who's 48 and deals with people who are 23. That's just someone who dates younger women. So this large age gap, if this person is 48, for it to be a PDFer, it has to be a young child. Maybe the PDFer also messes with, like, they just mess with women, or women that are younger than them, way younger. Maybe the 23-year-olds look like they could be adolescents. See, trying to cover diagnosis. I'm 7 in reason. So I talked about Drake is he a Scorpio or a Libra? One of those. Kendrick is a Gemini. We have the reason here, that's Libra energy, because it makes me think of Cardi B. What's the reason? What's the reason? So I'm 7. Maybe this 7-year-old is a Libra, and they're trying to tell me what's the reason, or they're trying to figure out what the reason is. The other numbers here that are significant, where are my glasses? And I was watching something, so I wasn't even going to do this. But when I put the cards out, I was like, oh shit. And I've had like mediumship experiences, but this seems more like it's I don't know, it feels different. So we have Hep C, 16, 10, 7, 10, and 71 are significant. 23, 48, 5, 12, and 3 are significant. Someone jersey, a football jersey with the number 9 on it, or the number 88, or the number 23 is significant. The names Peter, Oscar, Lynn, Terry, Janet, Janice, George, Lewis, Joyce, Rebecca, Glenn, and Reggie are significant. Reggie is actually, we could be talking about trash weed. because my husband watches this this guy on YouTube, and there's a like there's a puppet that is supposed to be like their friend, and he's a pound of weed. So he's like, I'm a pound. But his name is Reggie, but he's trash weed. So something about a trash person is significant, or someone could smoke trash weed. Older people would smoke trash weed. Because you know how they always, well, the products were better back in the day. But I'm talking about even just like having so many strands and stuff. It was like, oh, we just need the original, you know, the regular. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh because this energy feels solemn. So we have changing numbers is significant. Someone changing their telephone number or cell phone number and cutting ties from the past. A fire truck is significant. And I just saw the word danger. Oh shit. Do you hear that? It's 11:11. Oh my God. It was just 11:11. What the fuck? Something about a fire truck in danger in Baltimore is significant. So maybe just to be cautious, because it says, I wrote here, don't forget. So maybe somebody forgets that they have to turn something off. Maybe the eye on a stove is significant, or just anything. But it's something that you're not supposed to forget. Maybe you're leaving out the house and you grabbing stuff and you think you have something that you don't. Just make sure you double check the things that you're supposed to take with you, and like double check to make sure like you don't have candles lit and you forgot to blow them out. 13:13. I'm sorry, that wasn't 13:13. It was 12:03. Oh, all right. But I saw 13:13. 13:13 is significant. I swear I saw 13:13. Okay. Anyway, and an unexpected delay is significant. Energy that is meant to make you angry is significant. Like if you forget something and then you're like, fuck, I don't have enough time to go back home. And now you're rushing and now you're upset and now you're cursing. Like something like that is significant. Look, older men, pops are significant. Then we have, there was another license plate I saw, and it had, I swear to God, this morning was crazy. The license plate said MVP, so most valuable player. And then it had Z47, which is the end, Z, the ending of something. Someone could have been sleeping on the most valuable player. But 47, which I've been telling you is significant, 47 or 74, breaks down to 11. So somebody slept on the most valuable player, and this person came back manifesting something. Oh, shit. 7 and... See, this is why I promise, I wish that you could just be there for when this shit happens. Even 11:44 could also be significant. Like, this shit is really wild. It's really wild to me right now. And then, on the receipt, the last time I showed you the receipt, there were synchronicities. This receipt has, where's my stick? Pause. This receipt has 34 and 12. So that breaks down to 7 and 3. The time is 7:39. 39 breaks down to 12, which is 3. 52 breaks down to 7. That's 737. And then we have 73 up here. Like 73 and 737. Like, you don't, this fucking synchronicities are crazy. The last time I went, the numbers of the order number and the times matched as well. I'm going to link that reading below. But I'm going to get more cards to see what this is about. And I just wanted to do it like here so that I'm like Like, I'm freaking out right now. Okay. I am 7. So I'm going to use this deck here. I'm going to find out who I'm speaking to. I'm going to shuffle these 3 times. Oh, and that's 3 7s and 33. So 777 and 33 could be significant. 73 could be significant, and 737 is significant. Oh my God, look. Son of Sticks, Son of Coins. This is a child. 7. I am 7. So this is a fire sign child or a earth sign child. A boy, because these are both sons of sticks. This person, this 7-year-old, could have been like born with something that would have been seen as like a deformity. This person, this boy here, was born with 6 fingers, I believe, on each hand, and they had to be no, he didn't have his removed. So this was a time where maybe this person's family, this child's family, didn't have enough money to afford that type of surgery, or it wasn't customary to do that type of surgery. It could have been also, like, depending on the time period, that this was a child that, where, you know, there was a time where parents were ashamed of children like that, so they would put them away or something, and would think about what the reason is. And then this child, this is a astrological chart right here. This child is pointing to Scorpio. That's a scorpion right there. So actually it's pointed between, oh shit, I don't know if you can see the scales, the Libra scales and the scorpion. He's pointing in that direction. So a Scorpio or Libra is significant. The Son of Sticks is any of the fire signs. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And then it could be I don't think it's the coins, but it's an earth sign. Or this could just speak to this child's personality. Like, this was someone who was very smart, very grounded, very practical. So this could have been a kid who was 7, who was like to always hold, like, help, doing things that kids their age probably wouldn't do. They always wanted to assist the mom or assist whoever was in need. This would be the kid that you didn't have to ask to come help with the groceries because they'd be waiting at the door because they heard the car coming. Also, a child with a lot of energy with the Son of Sticks. Someone with a lot of imagination. If this is a child, I got this feeling in my chest. If this is a child who, it was like a child who understood that they had some type of power. This Son of Sticks has 3 snakes here. And under each of these, it talks about their power to transform, to change, to become stronger, better. This child is also a child that's very independent, likes to go out, likes to play, likes to be in nature. Very responsible. Almost like an old soul in a young body. And ironically, reason what this reminds me of Libra. Libra is the 7th house of partnerships. So I'm 7. The reason has to do with someone the 7-year-old was in a partnership with. The 7th house. Am I mistaken? No, I am mistaken. No. No, I'm right. 11th house is Aquarius. 7th house is Libra. Partnerships. Any type of partnership. So this child could be pointing to a Libra that did something to them, or a Scorpio. Look, I just realized this kid has their hand up, like to stop. And the card behind it, oh my God. The card behind it is the ancestors, is the death card, but that's a baby in a crib. So somebody with their hand up saying stop in a bed with someone who they were in a relationship with, or this could be someone that they know that is in a relationship with. I'm sorry, like this is a child, 7 years old, could be their parents, it could be their uncle and his wife or girlfriend, his cousin and their spouse, because I don't know who the family member is. It could be someone that works with the parents, because this is the 8 of coins. This is a 9 to 5 energy, or something about school. A school is significant. Education. A teacher, maybe. A teacher. Truancy. Having to stay after school. Truancy is at the top of the card. School with a new job, but why would a 7-year-old be at a new job? Unless whoever who has done something to this child is like a relative or a friend of the family, or someone that one of their parents work with, or this is someone at this person's school. Could be a teacher that wears a hat a lot. There's a hat in this picture, and this is the King of Sticks. This is a hat that he is wearing. The Father of Sticks is someone who could be very immature, cowardly, and reckless. This would be the more sexually active king because of his energy. Oh shit, it's a man. It's a man. Why is that actually like it's coming to me like I didn't understand? This is a man doing this to a little boy. Having to protect themselves, or having to protect a secret. Miss Ida, this is the High Priestess, an inner knowing. Oh my God. 7 days, 7 candles, 7 years. May is significant. Something happened in May. Yes, something happened in May. This is the Father of Sims. This is the Alchemy card. Blending 2 things together to make them one. This King of Wands is the person that did this to this little boy. Look at his smile and how he's mixing stuff together. Somebody could have mixed something in a drink or in someone's food. it says this person can read anyone. And to be able to manipulate people, you have to be able to read them, to know what weaknesses to be able to tap into. So what about this little boy was he able to read, to know what he needed in order to, or what he needed to deal with that? Like some people will give that energy of needing affection or love or just wanting to be heard. So this person would know that, and they would allow this person to talk. Not that this person is really listening or cares, but they are investing in whatever you need them to be. This person is a fire sign. This is Sagittarius, and the King of Wands is Leo energy. So someone is this, oh my God. This older person is a fire sign. It could be an older man. This guy has gray hair. This guy, you can't really see his hair, but it looks dark. And it's making me think that is a group of people. Oh, that doesn't belong there. The two. This looks like an older guy. So I said a group of old dudes. Pops. This one looks like a pimp almost. So this could be his life outside of work. The name James could be significant, or Alexander. Mississippi or New Orleans could be significant. This death card. This child could no longer be here. Let me see something. Oh, that doesn't even go. Which way was it? I don't even remember. I think these were on top. And then, no wait, defending themselves. I think this was here. If it wasn't, my bad. What was I about to say? Oh my God, I feel so, all right. And look, the Nine of Swords. Oh my God. This is the energy of something being bittersweet. Nightmares, agonizing pain, worst fears coming true. Shameful secrets. And this is the Tower with that House of Horrors. Fighting urge to resist. This is the Mediumship card. This is like this person coming to talk to me because they want me to take some type of action to cleanse some type of energy. Maybe to bring love back into a situation. Maybe to cleanse this 7-year-old's energy. Oh. Because look, this boy is pointing to this astrological chart, Libra, Scorpio, and this is the pain. He's pointing to somebody who caused him pain. Or he's pointing to the pain that he felt. He definitely letting you know that this is somebody that hurt me. And this is what I felt. Bittersweet because this is somebody I loved. But they took advantage of me. This little boy wants the truth to be known or the truth to be seen. With the rose-colored glasses, it makes me think if this is whoever this older man is, this is somebody in this person's life. Family, friends, teachers. This horrible secret could also be that, like, his family, if they weren't a part of this, them finding out about the teacher, a sudden change, a trauma, a surprise, two sides of a coin. The two sides of a coin would be, we thought that this person was someone that was going to help our child, someone who was going to pour into him and pour in love. And this here with the Ace of Wands, this is, it says, the libido. Passion, conception, use of force. Someone wants to cleanse out this energy. They want to cleanse out the ugliness, the spirit. I want to cry. He wants to be renewed. This could also be someone who is an adult dealing with this, with suppressed feelings. This is something that happened to a male when he was a child. And that now that he is an adult, when I look at these two cards here, this could be the person who this happened to at 7 as an adult, and this is the person that did this to them. This is the 10 of Swords. Betrayal, a deep wound, rock bottom. I think that somebody who did something to, whoever did something to this young person, this boy, is going to pay for their crimes with the learning from their mistakes, and the Strength card with the World. With the Ace of Coins and the 10 of Coins, this is someone learning to love again after some shit that has happened to them as a child. I'm going to get these because these will give us details. All right. What else do we need to know? Yo, look at this. Reason for the desire. I'm 7. The reason for desire. Suspension, delay, blocks, stillness, waiting, causing. Whatever happened in terms of this desire has caused someone like delays. Like I said, if this was someone who this happened to and they're still in the land of the living, that person is dealing with not being in their full potential, or not healed. Well, this person is now healing. We saw that energy with the World card. You did a good job. You out here making changes with the Ace of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles that we saw. This is someone who was given an opportunity to change, and that's what they're doing. 10 of Pentacles, breaking generational traumas. But whatever this is, it stops someone from being in their full potential. Aries energy is like Emperor energy. That is someone who is the divine masculine. Someone who is it's the best version of yourself. And the best version of yourself happens every single day, especially if you're healing. Even if you have setbacks, it's still the best version of yourself, because it's like you're that cocooned caterpillar. You're going through that stage of transformation. It hurts. Not every part of healing is a beautiful experience. Sometimes we go back to the pain and have to revisit it. So it's like it delayed from someone from being in their highest potential. The moon, big emotions. A Monday is significant. Someone's mother. I'm 7, and this is the moon energy. Someone's mother. How we experience feelings. Ebbs and flows. A water sign could also be significant. Scorpio energy. What else do we need to know? Definitely something to do with a mother energy. We have a Q. Questions. This could also be like a Queen of Cups energy, which is Cancer. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio is very significant. We also have, this would be the Queen of Pentacles. So this could be someone in terms of being like a supportive mom in terms of providing financially. This person was a winner, but not so much when it came to their emotions and showing them love and all that good jazz. The letter A is significant. Questions and answers. Someone could be going to therapy. As that, with that High Priestess coming out, if that is to mean me as a person who's going into someone's Akashic records, this could be someone who has passed on, but very well be me picking up the energy of someone's book of their life. I'm going back to chapters in someone's life and I'm able to see something. So there's questions and answers. This reminds me of someone going to therapy, getting into this Aries energy where they want to be in the 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles energy of healing those traumas. Maybe desire delayed someone from that. This could be someone who, because this happened to them at 7, that they grew up to be very promiscuous. So because something happened to me when I was 7, this is why I move the way I move. Whatever this is that happened at 7, there's a feminine energy, feminine, that knows about it and didn't do anything to protect this person. I think this is the energy of someone who lacked emotions. With this card here, is surrounded by so much brown. Brown is an earthy energy. It's a grounding energy. With this amount of water and this much earth energy, it's like a drop in a bucket. It's nothing. So this person here was supportive in the way where they were there in the physical. They took, did the practical care, but not anything that was connecting in a loving way. The letter G is significant. Georgia could be significant. A gag order could be significant. This could be something that is being brought out and going to court with reason and Libra energy, the scales. Justice is being brought to a situation. Justice in the way that someone is going to go to therapy, and even just acknowledging that this even happened, especially for a man. For a man to admit something like this has happened to him, unless we're using it to try to brag. But I think that when we really think back about the things that we've done as children, you think it's like, oh, well, I did this and I did that, or like those things are, there's something deeper behind it. And those are things that people should pay more attention to. Wag. Questions about wag. A dog could be significant. Wagging the tail. Wagging. Someone could have a big booty. wag, like a junk in the trunk. Pleasure, joy, feasting, celebrations, festivities. Something could have happened at a celebration in Georgia in like Aries season. What is that? March and April, right? Yeah, March and April. Washington could also be significant. Maine could be significant. Is that M-I, Missouri? W-I, is that Wisconsin? I don't know. We'll see. November is significant with regard to this. Something could have happened on a Monday in November with this Queen of Cups energy, or there were questions in November about a mother and their emotions, their instincts, how they experience feelings. With this person, with the Queen and the I'm energy, I know it's like I am, but in this instant right now is less about an affirmation and about how someone moves in a selfish way with I'm. Like I'm the mother, or I'm the adult, you should listen to me, or this gives the energy of someone who may have went to a feminine energy and said this happened to me, and they kind of wanted to brush it away with enlightenment, insight, knowledge, and calling. Someone found out some information in November on a Monday. This Queen of Cups did. This Queen of Cups could have also, if this has to do with like court, with this W here, this is a W in life, or in your 6th house energy. So someone could have been winning in terms of their health, winning in terms of the type of job they have, hardworking out there, putting it in. In terms of earthly energy, they were taking care of business. But in terms of emotions and compassion and love, they didn't measure up in that way. They were more selfish in that energy. So there's some insight about some type of when and what the reason could be court. So because of this enlightenment, this is why there's a reason. This is the reason why there's a win. Question and answers is also in the brown. So this could be like, if this has to do with court, then this is like being asked questions after it's over. The winner is asked questions and answers. A press conference. Yes, thank you. The letter J is significant to this insight. I'm going to get a few more, and then, the letter H is also significant, and North Node. I'll just read the back. The North Node represents the qualities and experiences you need to embrace in this lifetime to fulfill your soul's purpose and achieve your highest potential. This was suspended for this person, and now they're working towards that. Someone tried to stop this. Well, this experience could have stopped this person's growth. We have 111 with the intuition. Encourages you to keep following your spirit. You are on the right path. Just listen to your gut and your heart. These question and answers could be someone speaking to the divine. This is also in brown. This person could be winning in terms of as above, so below. So this person is winning because they're following their intuition. They're following their true north, their self. And because of their energetic change, they are winning in the earthly realm as well. The letter I is significant. Something is significant about AI or internal affairs. Someone's IQ is very much grounded in reality. And I mean that in the sense that this is someone who has the IQ in the earthly realm and the spiritual realm. AI in the 3D is significant too. There could be questions and answers about the use of AI. The letter L is significant. Illinois, Atlanta, Alabama. Quail could be significant. Or someone could have the Q name with the I and the L in it. The bird just said yes. Yes, that is true. I don't know what else. Remember, this is my first time, so I'm just trying to go with the flow. The number 5 is significant. Maybe there are 5 questions about pleasure and joy. So this could be a conversation that takes place that there are specifically 5 questions that are asked. Not that someone is seeking out only 5 questions, but that's what happens during this conversation. 5 questions are asked, 5 questions are answered. Someone could be wailing, crying, screaming. Something about the male is significant. All in brown. M-A-I. Oh, that's a lie. This is in it's something that is concrete, is practical. Something that, especially if it has to do with justice, this is something that is coming to express whatever justice is taking place. But the L is like it's bittersweet. A lesson. It's a lesson for someone and a loss for someone else. So whatever this male is coming, someone is going to be like, oh, that, yes. Because if you always realize that whatever situation you're in, there's still something to learn from it, as fucked up as it could be, and you survived it. I use this with my husband all the time. He'll say something like, yeah, you put too much hot sauce on the such and such. I'm like, but did you die? He'll be like, God, I want to punch you in your face. I'm like, but did you die? No, right? Okay, get out of my face, son. We talk to each other like that. But that's what that feels like. It's something that's bittersweet. You went through this shit and it was tough and you almost died, but did you die? I guess it's the energy of being grateful for something, even though it didn't turn out exactly as you might have wanted it to or expected it to. The letter X is significant with regard to an ex or someone trying to stop something in November. There's a knowledge about that. Someone trying to stop something or something about someone's ex. But again, this is something that is bittersweet. It brings pain and pleasure. It brings happiness, but it brings, it's like the karmic energy, the scales. It brings someone justice. It brings someone else accountability. The letter K is significant. So this enlightenment could have something to do with an X. With the initial K, someone found out about this in November. Or maybe it has to do with I don't know. But this is also in the gray. So this is, whatever this is associated with, it's bittersweet energy. This could also be like the King of Swords with this, someone having information about someone's ex. Why is this important? Or if it's not about an ex, this is someone stopping something. After they found out some information, they put a stop to something. This could be the Two of Swords, which is Libra energy. Solar plexus, getting the confidence, promotes healing and transformation, fostering love and compassion, associated with DNA repair. Someone is going through like it's like the cocoon with the butterfly, the caterpillar. Someone is going through that breaking down stage and it hurts. But they want it because they realize that on the other side of that is the butterfly. I don't have to crawl up these goddamn trees anymore. I can use my wings to go further, to be in my North Node energy. All right, we'll get a few more. Something about a will could also be significant. 639 heals family and spiritual, heals relationships, spiritual family. So someone got some intuition. This is that 10 of Pentacles energy, with heals relationships, spiritual family. This is someone using their intuition to realize, it's just reiterating what we've already said. Someone took the confidence to follow their intuition to become this boss. I'm a boss. I'm a boss. What else do we have? The name Will or Willie, William could be significant. Monday, Wednesday could be significant. We see X again. Let's see Gemini. And what else do we have? The letter K. That is way too many. Take you and you. Let's go. Honorable mention, Sagittarius. 777. The inner strength, release all fear, be strong at heart, and look forward to the future with excitement. So we have the letter R is significant. Rhode Island could be significant. Isn't it the Long Island Railroad could be significant? Maybe track 5. I don't know. Light energy, a revelation of a truth hidden in the shadows. Divine presence, knowledge, purity, healing, guidance, life, creation. Hope, prosperity, life-giving power. The Son of Wands, with all the power around him with the snakes, able to transform out of situations with this life-giving power. Life-giving power also speaks to like an Empress energy, a motherly energy. Well, Empress, yes, motherly, more so than the Empress. But spiritual fulfillment, something about that is in Long Island is significant. Ralph could be significant. Lauren or Lauren. Laura, L-A-R. Yeah. Or Laura, L-A-R-A, or L, you know what I'm saying. Lara, whatever. The L5, the R5. There's so many brown cards, which makes me think that this is more of a 3D issue. You hear that? This is more of a 3D issue. So this is not someone, this is me tapping into someone's Akashic records, their book. Their life book, this lifetime, this is what I'm tapping into. This could have been someone's life book also, a book of life, a different lifetime. Like I'm picking up on a past life energy. Whatever this is, there was abuse associated with it. We have the waning gibbous moon, reflecting, meditation, look back on life lessons used to adjust current goals. Because of this revelation of truth, someone is going to use that energy that they have stored in them, that power, and bring it down from the 3D. Down from the ethers to the 3D. And there are a lot of energies of pain out here with this bittersweet. Even the light energy. This is bittersweet as well, because to get to this energy, there had to be a lot of trials and tribulation. There was, look, liar. There were liars in someone's life. Air. It makes me think of that song with Chris Brown and Jordan Sparks. I can't breathe. There's something, no air. I don't know. A girl is significant. G-I-R-L. But look, it's like, it's a lot of hidden things. Did I say Illinois already? Illinois is significant. I know there's something else I could. Oh, K-I-L is out here. So reflecting, being in this light energy. 777, the inner strength. There are a lot of synchronicities out here. We heard some synchronicities throughout the reading. Let me get something that is, because it seems like I'm not supposed to leave it like this. It feels like there should be more. Tell me more, like, does he have a card? Okay. Oh. We're not going to take that many. I have to read all of that. You don't want to hear me read it, and I honestly don't feel like reading. If I'm going to be 100, but I'll do a little something, you know. I'm a team player. That I can do two. I can do two. That was very much doable. Clear quartz with illumination. So these crystals could be good for you to work with. I'll read the affirmation. I seek the path of truth and light as I connect with higher consciousness. I lift the energy of everything around me. All right, I'm going to read the other part because it... The transparent quality of clear quartz brings clarity to a situation. It helps you see through illusion to the truth of the matter. Clear quartz is the crystal for purification, illumination, and enlightenment. You hear it, right? It opens up the crown chakra, connecting you to your higher self, angels, and spirit guides. Then we have hematite. One of the heaviest crystals, hematite, and this is like raw hematite. One of the heaviest crystals, hematite, can facilitate groundedness, stability, security, and strength. It can be particularly helpful to very spiritual people, those who have no problem existing in the higher realm, but have difficulties with practical day-to-day challenges, or for those of you who tend to get thrown off by life's trials and tribulations. Hematite can help you solidly grounded, can keep you solidly grounded so nothing can phase you. The affirmation, I am solidly grounded. No matter what is happening around me, I remain stable and secure. Then we have, and I think that's dope because they all fall into what we were talking about. So we have, I don't know how to say that one. You could, yes, okay. It deals with compassion. Whatever the stone is that I can't say is green amethyst. Amethyst stimulates the crown chakra, promoting spirituality. And green is the color of the heart chakra. The stone that I can't say opens you to spiritual love. It helps you to see beyond the mask people wear and recognize the divine spark of light that they are. Do you have a grievance with someone? Perhaps you cannot see their divine light. Begin noticing the good in them and watch those good qualities amplify, because whatever you focus on will expand. I see the good in others and I help them see it in themselves. Ashe. We're only getting one of these. There's too much quitando, and we might not get one of these depending on where my damn. Echaron no sé qué te no fietas. Es que my. And we're gonna pick this one. We'll pick the one that was sticking out. What if it isn't true? The thing you are telling yourself right now, the concrete reasons why you think you don't belong, you can't do it, you won't get there, you're not enough, or it's not for you. What if it wasn't true? Today's soul action. It's time for a soul chat. Close your eyes, put your hands on your heart, and ask the wise one within. What if it isn't true? What else might be possible? Journal your answer. What lie do I need to let go of to reach my soul's truth? Your true north. Your light energy. Que te no sienta pete. We'll read the question at the bottom one, but we're not reading the back. You see what we're not doing? That's what we're not doing. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Feathers could be significant for you. Echana que te lo si te no paquetealas. Te no futo te cierne. Peche te no tote nasito no fique tampoya sieta. They want to talk. The guys want to talk. My legs are shaking so much right now. You got this, baby. You got this. Just, it's like taking on the chin. Think of yourself like Rocky. The shit may be hard. Shit probably definitely is hard. But you're fucking stronger than that. Fuck that shit. It's this vibe that I'm feeling. So we have low vibes. Things that lower your vibration. Judgment, criticism, worry, self-judgment, being unkind. Pay attention to what you are saying. Focus on the good things happening around you. Nobody is perfect. Be gentle with yourself and try saying it in a positive, hopeful way. We were just talking about this again. Get on the forte cierta, babies. You got this. And creative expression at the bottom. I'm going to hold it up so you could do a little screenshotty thingy. Boom. You got that all day, every day. 2 times on Sunday. I love you. Thank you so much for sitting through this. So now that I realize this is not necessarily, I don't know. I was tapping into some shit and this is what it was. I'm very proud of whoever this is who's trying to get out of this energy. I'm very sorry that whatever happened to you happened. Surrounded by people who, like, whatever this is in terms of that, what happened to someone when they were this age, it came out in November. Someone is trying to stop it from coming all the way out, but it came out and it's coming out. The liar and what they did with regard to pleasure and joy and how they stopped someone, that's coming out. A gal. Someone could say gal, or someone's name could be Gail. It's a dinner fiesta. I can't breathe if there's no air. Oh. We're not even going there because that was very cryptic. Sweeties, let me know if this resonates. I wasn't even going to put this. I actually just wanted to record it. Because when those first cards came out, it really was like, oh shit, wow. But now I'm like, yeah, we're going to put it out. Because I'm supposed to, right? Oh my God. I didn't even do the other part of the thing with the 7s and what those mean. We'll do another video. 73 or 737. Just remember those numbers. All right. I love you to the pieces all of the moon. Everything. All that good jazz. Bye.